All right, this is part 4 of my little barbecue series for novices. um, One major thing that I forgot to mention was about the time. You got to pay attention to your time. Time plays a big important role in cooking on the barbecue, just as well as you see my time is, well, if I could get my sleeve to stay up, you'd see my time is 1,708 hours. It'd be 5 o'clock, but that's military time. Now, you want to pay attention to time. It's no different than cooking in an oven, because you want to make sure that you don't keep your food on the grill for too long. But you also want it to be the same temperature. You want to watch your temperature and everything. Now, what I've done is, so far I've got my chicken is turned over now. I've turned it all over. And what I've done is, I've taken the bottom there. I went out, I got my mitts, what do you call them, oven mitts, and pulled off the top grate, and I put another layer of charcoal on there just to make sure it stays hot. And that way, it keeps burning. I don't want my coals to go out, so I make sure that I get my coals on there, keep it going. But I don't want to use too many coals in the beginning. So I put that nice even layer down there just in the beginning, and then I go as it goes. Now, like I said, many people argue with me on all kinds of points on this little series I got. But you see how all my chicken's turned over. And we're going to cook the top side of the thighs pretty good. Now, I'm going to turn over the thighs before I do the chicken legs, because most of the cooking on the thighs I want to do from the underside. The underside is going to be a little better to cook on. That way you don't dry out the meat. We're going to take the chicken legs and we're going to rotate them as they cook. We're going to go ahead and get everything done here. But pay attention to your time. That way you know exactly how long they've been on the grill. I know here. I'll show myself, just because I'm not shy. I'm not worried about anybody. And we're going to keep on cooking here. And soon enough, I went off. Let's see, I got my Kingsford. There's the Kingsford bag. There's my lighter fluid, which I was told tastes nasty. But if you do it right, you'll never taste it. There are all kinds of other things you can do with it. You can put rubs on it. You can put oil on it to keep it from sticking to the grate. There's so many different methods that it's not even comparable, really. Nobody can say anything really. This is just a basic novice explanation of how to grill, and you can look like a master doing it anytime you have company over. A major thing that people have a problem with is the flashback, flashing, the fire that burns up from the coals when the grease drips onto it. That's why you want to make sure that coals are gray all the way around, and you have a nice even slate of gray coals. Once the coals are gray, that's when you want to spread them out. Then you want to put your food on there. Once you get your food on there, if the coals start to go out, if you see things start to burn a little slow, go ahead and pull the grate off. It's not that big of a deal to pull the grate off with your food. Set it on the side. I got a banister right here. I like to set it on a banister. Just set it on a banister. Throw some new coals on there, and they will ignite from the gray coals. That way you're not burning your food. You don't want to cook with flame. You want to cook with heat. Barbecuing is not about cooking with flame. Open pit, now that's something different. I mean, if you're cooking on a spit or something like that, well, even then you really don't want to cook with flame. You want to cook with heat. Just remember that, and everything should go good. Now I'll get back to you in just a little while here, and we'll see how our chicken's doing.